Hello everyone, welcome to Northwood Apartments. I am your new resident advisor at Northwood 1 and 2. My name is Christopher Thompson, or I go by Chris, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. My apartment location is at 1666 Cram Circle, Apartment 1. I'm looking forward to building community with you all, meeting you all, and making the most out of our time here at the University of Michigan. Now, if you ever need to get in contact with me, if you ever have an issue, a concern, or really just a question, you can please email me at my University of Michigan email, and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. I'll put that email here on the screen, but it is also cstthomp@umich.edu. Please, again, reach out to me if you have any concerns. Now we're going to go into our policies, and that is guided by our CLAM, or the Community Living at Michigan, which is a list of policies that our University of Michigan Housing creates in order to ensure you have the best experience possible living here at Northwood and all the other residents at the University of Michigan. And this really starts with our quiet hours. So quiet hours are really to ensure that there is not really any loud noise at late times at night, to ensure that you get a good night's sleep, and to make sure you are being courteous to your neighbors and knowing that everyone is here in a community together. Those hours that will be listed on the screen as well for Northwood 1 and 2 are from Sunday to Thursday, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and Friday and Saturday is midnight to 8 a.m. Now moving on to our guest policies. So this may look a little bit different due to the pandemic and what was going on with COVID, so please keep in contact with all university messages, and I'll keep you updated if there's any changes to our guest policies. But overall, just make sure if you ever have any guests coming to Northwood that they are following the CLAM policies that all of our residents are taking part in. And we do have some rules in regards to the amount of time that residents guests can stay as guests. And that would be if you do not have a roommate. So if you're in a non-shared apartment, you can have a guest for up to 4 weeks during a 6-month period. Just make sure you remember that it cannot exceed that 4 weeks for a 6-month period. And also if you're in a shared apartment, so you have roommates, you can have a guest for up to 7 overnight nights in a 1-month period, and that can relapse every month. Now, Northwood 1 and 2, there are not as many families that are a part of our community, but they're still all around our Northwood apartment complexes. So please keep in mind that when you are outside, that you keep in mind children's safety. If you're driving your car around as well, there are going to be a lot of families with small children, so please keep those children's safety in mind. Now, the University of Michigan as well is a smoke-free campus, which means that you cannot have any smoking either indoors in your Northwood apartments or even outdoors on campus. So if you do smoke, just make sure that you go to an off-campus location, but again, that is not allowed on our campus at any time or point. Now, if you have a roommate, I highly recommend, but it's not required for you to make a roommate agreement with your roommates, just to ensure that you're all on the same page with all of the apartment responsibilities and rules that you want to follow by, and to ensure you have a good experience with each other. But just make sure if you have any questions about roommate agreements, you can definitely talk to me and I can help you out with that. And as well, if you have any challenges with your roommate, maybe you have a roommate conflict, please reach out to me as well so we can really start a dialogue from the front end on that and really try to fix that and have the best experience for both of you. Now, some of the most common complaints we have here from neighbors or from roommates are noise complaints. So maybe someone has their music on too loud or TV on too loud. Again, please reach out to me if there are any of these issues. And overall, any conflict at all, we can try to resolve these together. If anything still escalates, we can get involved with the hall director with Northwood or going through the Office of Student Conflict Resolution. But please reach out to me if there's any arises, and we can make sure to try to get the best resolution for you. Now moving on to our regulated items. So just a few regulations that we have in regards to limitations on things you can have in your apartment. So in Northwood, you are not permitted to have a humidifier in your apartment, but if you do have a medical necessity to have that humidifier, you can fill out a special medical needs form, and that is through contacting through an email at housing@umich.edu, which I'll put that on the screen here. In addition, if you do want to have a pet here at Northwood, we actually do not allow any pets on our Northwood premises besides emotional support animals. So if you have a dog or a cat that is an emotional support animal, you can definitely fill out the proper paperwork. You can though have a fish as long as it's within a 10-gallon tank or less, and that could be a part of your apartment community as well. Now again, if you ever have any concerns, you can always feel free to email me at my email on the screen. But if you do need an immediate concern addressed, we really recommend that you contact the RA on duty. There's an RA always on duty every evening from 9:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. Those can help out with you in case you get locked out, or maybe if there's any noise complaints or any other concern or emergencies at that time. The phone number for the RA on duty for the evenings is 313-694-0832. So make sure you have that in your address book. Again, if you have any other immediate concerns, especially emergencies, you can also reach out to our DPSS, or Department of Public Safety and Security, if you have a real emergency, or maybe if you get locked out again in the middle of the night, you can reach out to our Department of Public Safety and Security, where officers will be able to help you out at any time of the day, and they're really nice people, be able to get your concern addressed immediately. And their phone number is 734-763-1131. So again, put that into your address book. Now, some other information around Northwood Apartments, including our utilities. So with your monthly rent payments, all utilities are inclusive and you don't have to worry about any other bills or payments. So including for gas, electricity, high-speed internet access, water, garbage, and recycling, those are all included and you don't have to worry about any other payments. Additionally, if you ever have any maintenance concerns, you need to have something fixed in your apartment, you can do that through our facilities through Fix-It. I'll put that link on the screen here, but they are very reliable and very easy to get in contact with, so you can fill out a Fix-It ticket online, and this will allow you to address any maintenance concerns in your apartment. And what's really nice with Fix-It, or any maintenance concerns you do with Fix-It, is that it's completely free of charge, and no matter what maintenance concerns that you are able to get addressed for your apartment, it is not going to cost you any money. Alright, so thanks so much for allowing me to share all our policies and information about our Northwood 1 and 2 apartments communities. And we're going to now go over a little apartment tour of my place to give you some more information. First off, you should have access to a fire extinguisher, and it will usually be in your pantry within your kitchen. Next, you should also have access to a garbage disposal in your kitchen, and it's just used through the light switch in the kitchen, so right there. And then lastly, how to use your burners on your stove. It's a little confusing at first, but of course all you need to do is just go to light, and then it'll just turn on like that. Additionally, all the apartments will have fire detectors and carbon monoxide detectors all throughout the apartments to make sure and ensure your safety in the apartment. At Northwood 1 Apartments, there are laundry hookups, so you can, if you want to purchase your own laundry washing machines, you can hook them up here, but you do not have to. Now, throughout Northwood 1 and 2, there are several laundry facility locations that you can utilize for both washing and drying your clothes. It's very easy to do, and you can utilize a pay range app that you just put on your phone and you can load money into through your credit card or bank account. And it's very easy to do. I did this yesterday with my laundry, and that's the easiest way I would find if you don't have your washer or dryer in your own apartment. So if you have any questions around pay range or the laundry facilities, please make sure you regulate those questions to me as well. Now moving on to heating and cooling. So here at Northwood, our apartment's facilities maintains the heat and once the temperatures go down significantly during the winter months. So they are all regulated by a single location. If there is any issues with your heat, make sure you please fill out a Fix-It or contact our facilities as soon as possible. And if you do want to get a AC unit in your apartment, you will will need to fill out a separate form for that. And please let me know if you have any questions regarding your heating or cooling in your apartment. I would also highly recommend for lighting in your apartment that you purchase a lamp or maybe a set of lamps because there are usually no in-place lighting within the apartments. I bought this lamp at Target for only $12, so it was a good investment, and it'll just make sure that you are able to have nice lighting in your apartments. Thank you so much for watching our introductory video today again. My name is Chris and I am your resident advisor. I hope your move into Northwood is the best it can be. Welcome to our community, welcome to Michigan, and I hope I can meet you as soon as possible. And once again, I hope there is going to be some in-person events as soon as possible due to the pandemic right now. But I am looking forward to meeting you and making the best community possible for you here at Michigan at Northwood 1 and 2 apartments.